Hi guys, today we're going to be doing an experiment called hot or cold. It's to examine the three states of matter: solid, liquid, and gas. And we're going to be using water bottles to do our experiment. The first thing I need you to do though is to go onto the class website and download the hot or cold step-by-step instructions and hot or cold worksheet to your desktop. When you're ready with that, start the video again. At this point, you should have downloaded the hot or cold instructions and the hot or cold worksheet to your desktop. Go over to your hot or cold step-by-step instructions and open it up. It's time to gather your materials. Make sure that you have your 3 room temperature water bottles, digital camera cord, this is what's going to connect the camera to your computer, access to a freezer, clock, and access to a stove and pot. It's important that when you get to this step, you have a parent to help you. You can see that next on the step-by-step procedures is to watch the instructional video. You can go down to the classroom website and watch it. If you get lost during the video when I'm giving instructions, you can come right down here to the bottom of this page and I have your step-by-step instructions for your experiment written out. Go ahead and log on to the teacher website and start the video. Before we start the experiment, let's make sure that we have all of the supplies we need. You need 3 water bottles. These are the kind of water bottles I have at my house, but any kind of water bottle will do. Just make sure that you have 1, 2, and 3. 1 for each of the states of matter. You're also going to need a pot. Now remember, when you take the pot and put it on the stove, you need to have a parent with you. You can use a pot like this or something smaller. Just make sure that it's big enough to hold all the water. And one of the most important materials I need you to have is your digital camera. You not only need your camera, but you also need the camera cord. This is what connects the camera to the computer. Remember, we went over how to upload photos at the beginning of the year. But if you have any questions about how to do it, you can get onto the class website and open up that old lesson. If you have all the materials, let's move on. But just in case you need to go grab something else, let's take a pause. Let's take a look at our first water bottle. When you move the water bottle and tilt it, you can see that the water moves with it. So it'll fill all the shape that it can, and then the top part will be empty because it doesn't expand all the way. This is a liquid, but I think you already knew water was a liquid. So when our water bottle is at room temperature, it becomes our liquid bottle. What I need you to do now is examine your liquid bottle. You can pour your water into a glass if you want to look at it, or a pot even, and you can see that what's going to happen is the liquid will fill the shape up at the bottom, but it'll leave room at the top. When you're done examining how a liquid works, you can take a picture of your liquid bottle. This is what you're going to upload onto the class site. Let's take a look at our second water bottle. This water bottle is a liquid right now, but we're going to put it in the freezer for 4 hours. Go do that now and come back when you're done. Your second water bottle should now be frozen. You've probably noticed that when you squeeze on the bottle or tilt it, the water doesn't move around because it's not water anymore. It's ice, and ice is a solid. A solid does not change shapes. Even when you move the container around, it stays the same. That's what a solid is. So now that you have your solid bottle, take a picture for you to upload at the end of this experiment to the class website. Now it's time for us to examine our third water bottle. It's at room temperature, so you can see it's still a liquid. But we are going to make this liquid now become a gas. When water boils, the gas that's created off of the top of the pot is called water vapor. It's important that for this next step, you have your parent. Go get them now so that they can also hear the instructions. For this part of the experiment, you're going to need your water bottle, a pot, and the stove, and of course your parent, who should be at the computer with you now. All you have to do is take your water bottle, open it up, and pour it into the pot. Set the pot on the stove and wait for the water to boil. Once the water is boiling, you'll notice a gas coming off of it. Remember, this is called water vapor. When you have boiling water, you can take your digital camera and snap a photo of the water vapor coming off of the pot. This will be the third and final experimental photo that you upload to the class website. Now that you've finished the experiment, it's time to complete your hot or cold worksheet. You downloaded this onto your desktop earlier, so go over onto the worksheet and open it up. You can see that there's a place for your name and the date. Make sure you fill these out because it's very important I know what paper belongs to who. There are 5 fill-in-the-blank questions. Let's do the first one together. A blank is not hollow. It does not change shapes. If we think about the 3 states of matter, there's a solid, liquid, and gas. The only one of those that does not change shapes is a solid. So we would write, a solid is not hollow. It does not change shapes. Good job, guys. Now it'll be your responsibility to finish the rest of the worksheet on your own. Once you've completed the worksheet, you may upload it to your folder on the class website. Make sure that you also upload your 3 photos from the experiment. A picture of your liquid bottle, a picture of your solid bottle, and a picture of the water vapor coming from your boiling water. Good job, guys. You've now completed the lesson. Just make sure to send me your worksheet and your 3 photos from your experiment. I'm excited to see what kind of results you got. Have a good day.